Now that we are seeing a lot of the silliness that we can actually see that women take poses and all that things for their own, like they think so much about the pictures they take and the things they're portraying. This is why my biggest rule, guys, and again, I don't judge any man if you stepped away from the dating game. I understand, man. There's a lot to learn and all, like, there's a lot of other things you could be doing with your time. But when I tell guys, if you want to get in the dating game, stop taking selfies. Stop sending selfies to women. Why? A lot of guys don't understand why. They go, well, there's these bodybuilders that have a bunch of followers, and they have all these women that are, talking about how hot these guys are, and they're slobbering all over them. It's like, because women spend so much time looking at these poses, learning from a young age how to, twist their body. When a guy takes, and I have a picture here I just found on the internet, when a guy does a selfie, women look at that as so feminine because, again, it's like a guy's like posing just like women do, right? They pose, they do this to try to look good. And again, I'm not trying to put anyone down if you've been taking selfies. I'm just telling you, if you want to get in the game of dating, stop taking selfies. Because women will see this and they will laugh. Like, I have so many women that will, like, they'll bring out their online dating and just be like, look at this guy, and they'll just laugh at them. Do not take selfies. It's a very feminine trait as a man. And I say it like this, like, just imagine if you're James Bond, right? James Bond, a manly man. At least now, I heard they're coming out with like an all-female feminist James Bond. So, we're going to have to do away with that. But James Bond, would he ever stop his day to take a selfie and pose for a selfie? No, he has more important things to do. It's just not, it's such a feminine trait that when you take selfies, women all know this. They might tell you, hey, send me a picture. Don't do it. I never send women like pictures of myself. It's like if I send a woman a picture, it's like of a book I'm reading because that's going to raise my value, right? She's like, oh, this guy's a learner, all that stuff. Women don't care to see the picture. It's more of like just a control thing. Like, oh, can I get this guy to do what I want? So just eliminate all selfies right now. If you have selfies on your online dating or on your Instagram that you're trying to like meet women with, take them off, guys. A better thing to do is like if you have good biceps, right? If you have good biceps, instead of taking a gym selfie where your biceps look good, just be a little strategic about it. Hold up like a kitten or a dog and have someone else take a picture of you in a candid setting, and then you post that. It will take you 10 seconds to get that set up, but that will do so much more for you than a gym selfie with your biceps. Let her see the biceps. She'll notice the biceps. Women are very perceptive, but don't make it look like you did this whole pose and all that stuff, because just like we look at this and kind of laugh for women doing this, women go, why are men doing this? Why are they taking, this is part of like just feminization of men, is getting men to take all these selfies. So I'm going to cancel that out. Okay. And now number 6 here. And again, there's so many more I could have done, and we'll do the quick little game afterwards. Wait. Got to chat on the beer here. Oh no, wait a second. What happened to my screen? There we go. It's back. Phew. It's back. Okay. Number 6 here. Okay, here's another one. Her angles. The dreaded angle pictures, guys. The dreaded angle pics. What is she hiding? Notice on online dating sites and social media how many times women will take pics from all different angles. Again, guys taking any type of selfie bad, but especially when guys are taking angle selfies as well, because again, women are trained in this. Women, guys, I've said this before. I grew up playing Halo with my buddies at sleepovers. I grew up playing flag football. I grew up playing tackle football. I grew up doing things with guys. Women grow up going to sleepovers, talking about how to get men, talking about boys, talking about how do you pose, how do you do this? How do you pose all this? Women are trained in this thing. And I like this meme here. Not sure if girl on Facebook is hot or just using anti-fat angle from above. So here's an example. Again, I'm not here to shame any, woman. I'm not here to shame somebody for their body. Like that doesn't feel good to me. But When my brothers out here are spending their time and effort and energy conversing with women that portray one thing and what is reality is totally different, then I have to expose this. I have to make you guys aware of this. If these days, because a lot of women know this too now, they know that if they have a good looking body, to show it, because they know that other women do this. They see their friends that are posting these pictures, and women know, like, okay, she doesn't look like that at all. So if a woman does not have a full body picture, just don't waste your time. Swipe left or stop conversing. Women these days know that if they have a good looking body, to show it, because I live in America. I don't know how many of you guys are from other countries, but in America, it is becoming harder and harder to find an in shape woman. So women that are in shape, they know to lead with that. They know to show you that they are in shape. And if they're not, run away, swipe left, whatever else you need to do, because they are playing a little game. They are putting the best angle, all that stuff, just to put on a little show. I've seen this a lot, the Tinder photo versus reality. Like, this is what she looks like. Look at that angle. That's reality. I will say this. So again, texting, online dating, man, that's something that I have been doing online dating since it was not cool to online date. I've been doing online dating since, gosh, I might have been 18 or 19 years old. So 12 years, 11, 12 years, I've been doing online dating. Back when, if someone heard I was doing online dating, they would be like, dude, what's wrong with you? Why are you on online dating? Like, back when it was like only the psychopaths are online dating. And to me, I was like, why wouldn't I? It's like just another avenue. I don't need to meet up with any woman. But in the early days of online dating, I've been tricked by this. I was tricked by this a couple times. Never, ever, ever again. But there was one, and I will admit this to you guys. And shout out, actually, guys, here in the chat, tell me, shout out here to Coach Greg Adams. Who knows Coach Greg Adams? He is the man, all right? I think he coined this term, 49ers. I think he did. You guys can correct me if I'm wrong. But that's where I first heard it from, was Coach Greg Adams. So the 49ers, which is essentially a woman that's a 4 out of 10 on the scale, but she acts like a 9 because entitlement and all that stuff. One of the ways I got burned on this first, I was house sitting. This was when I was like, 19 or something, and I was house sitting for a relative. I was in another state, and at that time, I was still living with my parents when I was coming home from college, so I didn't have a place of my own, so I had this place of my own. I was like, oh, heck yeah, online dating. Let's see if I can meet up with a girl. Again, I was a lot more thirsty back then. So... This girl has this, she leads with this profile picture. She's an Oregon State cheerleader. And I'm Washington State, go Cougs, WSU Cougars. Don't know if anyone knows who that is. Yeah, I love Coach Greg Adams. He's awesome, man. I would love to just sit down and have a beer with him. He's great. Such solid advice. If you guys haven't heard of Coach Greg Adams now, it took me like 3 or 4 recommendations in my comments from you guys when everyone's like, hey, you should check out Coach Greg Adams. And I finally did. And I was like, oh, this guy's awesome. I get what all the hype is about. He's great. He really is. But this girl, right? Oregon State cheerleader. And I'm like, man, she looks good. Her picture looked great and all that stuff. Well, I didn't find it. And then the rest of her pictures were like angle pictures. But the first picture, Oregon State cheerleader, she looked skinny. I could see that. Well, I don't know if you guys have... heard of the freshman 15. So the freshman 15 is something that people would laugh about at my college anyway, where it's like women their freshman year put on 15 pounds because of all the drinking and all that stuff. You know, they're away from their parents, they rebel, they drink a bunch, they put on 15 pounds. This girl, this Oregon State girl, it was like the freshman 50. It might have been like the freshman 65. That was one of the first times I was tricked. I get this like knock on the door. Again, I'm house sitting in a random place I hadn't been. I opened the door. Dude, this girl was not at all like her pictures. That was my biggest, like, that was my big wake up call to angle pictures. That was a real life experience. And man, I was just like, ugh. And I will admit to you guys, I did the deed, man. I did the deed. That was a 49er that I am not proud of. I did the deed, but ever since then, I have been much more careful about ever meeting up or chatting with a girl that does not have like a full body picture. These angle pictures are so deceitful. So yeah, the freshman 65. Oh, and I did see, oh yeah, right here, Cybergoth here. Undead Chronic coin that he was banned from YouTube. Oh, dang. Even the Undead no ban, the Undead Please No Ban channel he had. Yeah, Undead Chronic's great. Me and him sat down and had a chat one time, just on the side or whatever. He's a cool guy. He's a really cool guy. I know he comes and he does. He's really good at roasting, but he's a really cool guy. Shout out to Undead Chronic if you guys know who that is. So look him up on BitChute then. Don't forget, subscribe, like, comment, share the video, but definitely subscribe.